What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ghost here, and today I've come to talk because, as you can tell by the title, I'm not really feeling DBD. Deliberately because they just released, in my opinion, they released the same killer 2 times in a row. So, as you can tell, like I said, I play DBD a lot on this channel. You guys know I'm in a lot of main hunters. I'm main hunters and artists, as well as I play a lot of Survivor recently because I've been taking time away from the game to play specifically just with friends, and I have not been on this game to play by myself in a long periodic of time. Granted, that is because of me, because like I said, I play the game a lot of time. I'm experiencing a pretty much burnout in like 2 of my main games because I've just reached the 2,000 hour mark on both of them. But DBD is different. DBD is in a different case scenario. As you guys watch the gameplay in the background, DBD is in a different case scenario. Where Destiny, I'm burning out because like I've been playing it for such a long time and haven't changed much. DBD is at least Destiny, like they changed stuff with new expansions, new season, everything. And at least when a new expansion, no matter what happens, and a new expansion comes out, a new season comes out, there's something to do. There's something different, there's something to do. There's a new story to do. There's new weapons to chase. There's new stuff to do in the channel. You guys watch the channel, so you guys know what we're talking about, yeah? DBD, on the other hand, we are in a current status of affairs where if the chapter comes out and the chapter's trash, we have no content for the next 3 months. And granted, here's the prime example. Night came out. You know, everybody said this is going to be a terrible killer to play against on Survivor, especially in solo queue. What do you know? Night comes out to live servers. Everybody's playing him, console and PC combined. Oh no, who would have thought? He plays terrible in the public setting. Camping, 3 gens, all this other stuff. The only use for him was the camp, and then some buffs came out and now he's a little bit better. You don't have to only use him for camping, but getting a 3 gen against him is absolutely freaking demotivating to the point where he can literally hold the game for ages. To the point where people were setting records of how long the game can go with Knight, deliberately because of how long he can hold the game. Now, they saw how annoyed we were with that. They said, hey, this is a problem. Can you change it? Please change it. And we're like, oh, you know what? They're gonna say, okay, well, we'll give you our bone in a month and a half when the mid-chapter patch comes through. During this time, he brought a perk with him. I think it's called Nowhere to Hide, where you kick a gen. And it shows the auras around him in the midst of the biggest gen kick meta of Eruption, Overcharge, Call of Brine. And every killer for the last 3 months has been running a variation of those 3 perks, whether it's all 3 plus Nowhere to Hide or Eruption Overcharge or Eruption Call of Brine. It's usually one or the other. It's either Eruption and then Call of Brine or Overcharge, and then maybe Nowhere to Hide. And then I'm getting nurses with triple slowdown, freaking Overcharge, Eruption, Call of Brine, pop. That's like quad slowdown, but Overcharge, Call of Brine, Eruption, barbecue. Overcharge, Call of Brine, Eruption, Nowhere to Hide. The best killer is running the most annoying perks, and like, dog, this is so boring. This is so annoying to play against. Please do something about it. And then they finally say, okay, we're gonna do something about it, but we're only gonna nerf 1 perk of the combo. Eruption got nerfed. But the good thing about the behavior is behavior's nerfs are more like kill the perk, take it in the back, shoot it. So that's what they did. They completely extremely destroyed Eruption instead of them putting it back to where it was at before they buffed the 25 seconds, put it back to maybe like 10 seconds of incapacitated. They have it at freaking 25. I think they got rid of the incapacitated effect altogether. So it's literally useless now. Nobody's gonna use it. It's gonna go right back to being trashed. Instead of lowering it back down to where it was at and keeping it, people know how strong it is now, and it goes to 25 and it goes to 10 seconds instead of 25. They said, no, we're gonna completely change it. I'm like, that's stupid, that's dumb, but that's behavior. We know what to expect. So now we got 1 perk, that's 1 perk out of the trio of perks that is trash. Hey man, I didn't want it to be trash. I wanted it to be balanced, but if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Who cares? Who am I going to tell the people how to make the game? So they knew it. They knew that this killer, the Knight, was very strong in 3 gens, and people were camping, tunneling. Camping and tunneling is as worst as ever been, even though we have way more freaking perks to do something about it. Camping and tunneling is at the worst it has ever been, even with Decisive Strike. People were still using Decisive Strike, people still tunneling, people still camping. It's at the worst it's ever been, right? So you think they would do something about this, right? You think they would come out with some situation to fix the game so people will enjoy playing it again? The player base will stop falling off. I don't know the player base falling off, but I know me, myself, and other people that play the game, my girlfriend, everyone else that plays the game, or my friends that are trying to get into the game, they're all understanding that this is the worst time to be a survivor. Sometimes it's even worse to be a killer because you gotta play against this infinite circle I call the circle of DBD, where I'm gonna explain it to you how that I brought it up. The circle of DBD is survivors that want to have fun. They run fun builds. They run freaking flip-flop, power struggle, unbreakable tenacity, fun builds. Freaking medical builds, the survivor build, the Captain Save-A-Ho builds, all the builds that are really fun but not extremely meta. And then they go against a knight who's camping, tunneling, overcharge, eruption, call of brine, nowhere to hide. Strongest add-ons, and like, oh man, bro, we just got stomped. That's so annoying, man. Freaking, we can't use this fun stuff. We're just gonna keep getting stomped. We're gonna switch to strong stuff. So they get they get the strong perks out of survivors. Decisive strike, even though I got nerfed, it's not even that strong anymore. But it's, you don't see many people run it, so it's still kind of a little bit strong. But I feel like it needs to go back up to 5 seconds. Anywho, they bring out Prove Thyself. They bring out all the BT dead hard, the four dead hards, maybe 1 sprint burst, freaking reassurance, all the strong perks of survivor, bringing them out because we just got stomped once. So I don't want to happen again. So and then they go play against the killer that they should have played against in the first game, the killer that's just trying to have fun with them, not tunneling, not camping, not doing all this. Then they play against that survivor team I just mentioned. Then they're teabagging at the exit gate, pointing at the killer, flashlight, blah blah blah. Granted, if you're getting annoyed by that, that's on you. What I'm saying is the games are hard, and the killer's like, man, I was just trying to have fun. Now I'm getting stomped. Now I'm gonna go switch to a sweaty build. And what do they bring out, chat? Right, they bring out Call of Brine, Eruption, Overcharge, nowhere to hide. Call of Brine, Eruption, Overcharge, insert 4th perk here. So the infinite circle of it happening over and over and over again, and people bringing out the meta builds because they just played a strong game, a strong killer with the strongest, most OP build, and they gotta play against it. Now we gotta suffer. So if I have to suffer, everyone has to suffer, and then the game suffers. And then you got killers camping, tunneling, like I just said. But we're gonna pause right here and get to where we're at now. You guys remember I was talking about how annoying and boring the knight is to play against? How he just tunnels and camps and he's great at camping gens and 3 gens. DBD said, Behavior said, you know what? Let's do that, but take the knight, give him, buff the stuff that he's already, people don't like about him, make that stuff even stronger, and make her look good. People are gonna like her. She's gonna look good. The power's gonna be the exact same, but this time people will actually like the way she looks, so they'll buy her anyway. And what do we get? The Skull Merchant does the exact same power as Knight, except instead of guards, she's got drones. And she can take those drones, and instead of Knight having to like genuinely put himself out of commission with to put the ghost in the area, the Skull Merchant can just go over there. You know what? I don't want y'all using the spot at all, so I'm gonna just put a drone. She puts a drone on 3 gens, those gens are not getting done. You're not getting them. She can literally, I wish I recorded it yesterday. I was playing a game, I think it was on Ormond, where this girl, Skull Merchant, he's a TTV, so I guess he's trying to freaking like, basically explain the killer to the audience. And he literally, as soon as the game started, found the closest 3 gen, put drones on them. There's literally nothing you can do. You're screwed, you're SOL. Like, for example, Odstarver, you guys are watching my account, my streams, you guys know who Odstarver is, Big Fog Whisperer, his real name is Alex. He played in a 4-man Swift. Granted, he's playing in a 4-man Swift, but he doesn't play, if you guys know him, he doesn't play Swift often, especially on comms. This man had a 45-minute game against the Skull Merchant. What did she do? She would put her drones down, chase the survivor away. Instead of chasing him, call a brine, overcharge, run away. Try to chase the killer away, chase the survivor away, put the drone back up, walk away. The survivor would come back. She would know that she was there. The Skull Merchant would come back, chase them away, kick the gen, run away. Not chase them at all. Never commit to chase. Just do that consistently over and over again until the survivor messes up, and then they die for it. and that is abysmal to play against. Nobody wants to play against it. But they said, you know what? This problem was already in the game. Why? Ghost. Why would they release the same killer that they just released a couple months ago that does the exact same thing that the community hates? I don't know, you amazing viewer that's watching my channel and just hit the like and subscribe button along with the bell. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe they just don't play their game. Or here's even more convenient thing. No, that's not even more convenient. It's just it. I feel like the DBD devs don't play their game. That's what I feel like. I feel like they just don't play their game. It makes it so annoying to understand, like, dog, why are they doing this? It generally feels like the devs do not play their game. For example, my example is they just released a perk with the new survivor that does the exact same thing as freaking Blood Pact. But instead of obsession, it's it works on anybody, because Blood Pact only works on the obsessions, and this new one works on all of them. So basically, Blood Pact makes it so whenever you run close to somebody, if you heal the obsession and you run close to them, you get a speed boost. The new perk does the exact same thing, but instead of freaking obsessions, it's everybody. So I'm like, this is dumb. Yeah, here it is. It's the same exact thing as Blood Pact, but instead of obsessions, works everybody in the haste. Instead of 7%, it's 5%. Gain a 5% haste status effect for as long as you stay 12 meters of one another. As long as you stay 12 meters of one another or one another, you lose the health state. Basically, so you gotta finish healing on the survivor, and then after you stay next to each other, you gain haste. Basically, sorry, this is a live comment. I'm just trying to talk my heart up, but they released that perk right after people were saying, oh, they're really gonna play the game, dog. They care. They're listening. They released this perk. That's literally a carbon copy of the perk they released with Cheryl. Why? And then, for example, the new survivor, the dude survivor, not the dude, not the girl, the dude, because they're brothers. So, for example, we all know, like I just said, tunneling was a big issue in Debadela, and it still currently is. So you know what they released? A new exhaustion perk that all but promotes tunneling. Let's read it. When another survivor is picked up, background player activates for 10 seconds. When you start running, break into a sprint for 150% for 4 seconds. So they changed it. In the PTB, it was 60 seconds, and whenever you picked somebody off the hook. So whenever you unhooked somebody, it was a 6-second speed boost at sprint burst speed. So what is the killer supposed to do after you unhook somebody like that? The killer, the guy that they want to chase, the guy that they just unhooked you, is gone. He's across the map. So what is he supposed to do? Chase the guy that just got unhooked that's still right in front of them with just 2 hits. Instead of chasing after that guy that they just unhooked. They're going to be gone, bro. So, and then they got another one that got Blood Rush. So press the active ability button to lose a health state and instantly recover from an exhaustion status effect, causing the broken status effect while you're automatically healing back to healthy. Cancels if you get hit. So basically, you trade in your health state to heal your exhaustion, and then after a couple of seconds, you get healthy again, basically. So that's strong. But like I said, they're good perks, but they have bad perks. And I'm like, do these people actually play their game? Who is gonna want a perk called Teamwork Collective Stealth that freaking when your scratch marks are invisible when you stay within 12 meters of somebody you just healed? Who's gonna use that? Nobody. No one at all. They already did these tests of like perks that are great together on Lori, and nobody uses them. So why do that now? I can tell maybe they're running out of perk ideas, but at this point, delay the season. Delay the chapter. If DVD behavior generally feels like they're running out of ideas and they need to give extra time, give extra time. It is okay to delay games. There's no reason to continue to crunch to the point where the content that you are giving us is not worth the money to buy. You get what I'm saying? Granted, the content creators that are going to play this are going to buy it, and they can make content on it. That's their job. I haven't bought it. I haven't bought a DLC since Onryo. I haven't paid for one. I don't have Night, even though I have the shards to buy it. Night, Onryo. I have the shards to buy Night, the new killer, the Skull Merchant and both of these survivors have like 80,000 shards. Have enough, don't want to. Deliberately because like it feels like it's not worth it. Like I know it's like the whole situation when you're like talk with your money. I'm not putting money into this game, and I don't even want to put my shards into this game. Into these new killers, deliberately because like it feels like they're so rushed. The freaking Skull Merchant is a carbon copy, plays exactly the same as the Knight, same power. It's just she's a little bit better now, better than the Knight when it comes to regenning and blocking off areas. But the point is the fact that she can block off those gens and you can't do anything about it. She can put them back up faster. You can disable them. As soon as you disable them, she puts them back up. She comes back over there because she knows you're disabling the drone. She comes over there, hits you or chases you away, puts the drone back up in the air, and then leaves. She can literally decide to not chase you until you're in a spot that you can die in. And nobody wants to do that. Survivors are gonna run away. She tries to use her, and the sad part is you're kind of like not recommended, but you feel like it's the right thing to do because if you put your drone on a loop, the survivor's gonna leave. You got to put it in a strong spot, but you put it in a strong spot and then nobody can do the gen. So it just feels like I'm starting to ramble this. I'm gonna start to end the video here soon. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. They gotta do something. Behavior, it is okay to delay seasons. It is okay to delay chapters. If you genuinely feel like you cannot put out a quality product worth your customers' money, delay it. Delay it. Do something about the current problems in the game. Take some time off. Say, hey, we're going to pause the chapter. We're going to push it back a bit so we can fix the game. Rainbow, I bring this up all the time. More games need to do Operation Health from Rainbow Six Siege. If you guys play Rainbow Six Siege, they had this one season when they didn't release a character. They just took time to save and fix a lot of bugs. More games should do this. They need to do it. It is a great idea. You won't lose any money. You might lose. You're not making any money, but you're not going to lose any money. You could put out some cosmetics. It's not a character. Take time to fix the game. Because the killers and survivors and perks and changes that they decide to change sometimes don't even mean anything. Who asked for Ruin to get nerfed? And then who came up with the Ruin nerf that we have now and said, this is a great idea. The survivors are the killers are going to love this and put it in the game. Why would I use a perk that goes away after I kill somebody? If anything, I should be rewarded for killing that survivor. But no, that's stupid. Corrupt is a different story because you're downing the person. That's pressure. Corrupt is for pressure. It's a slowdown perk that goes away when you're doing good. And that's still a possibility that the survivors come back. Anywho, I'm rambling now. Like I said, behavior, take time to fix the game. It is okay to delay. It is okay to show just be communicative, and generally say, hey, we don't like where this is going. We want to give you guys a quality product that's worth your money. We're going to delay the chapter. There might be some people that's mad, but more people will be happy that they came out and genuinely said that there's a problem that they want to fix. And that's it. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.